Here we are, October 9th, more than 30 days into the school year, and reportedly 4,000 non public school kids don't have busing. Hundreds upon hundreds of public school children are getting to school late and being picked up an hour to 2 hours late. This is from sources from parents who have called this office, both public and non public, from bus companies that have contacted this office, from teachers who have contacted this office in the public schools saying, how can I help get public school kids to school on time? So, once again, where does this go? Once again, what is the solution? The problem we know. What is the solution? Well, the first question you have to ask is who had the idea of buying 50 to 60 buses for Lakewood Public Schools? And was it fiscally sound? Busing should be done however it's done, whether by the district, by vendors, but there had to be some kind of plan. This is not all unexpected. Is it fiscally sound? Well, here are some facts that I've gleaned, some from Oprah requests, coming more Oprah requests, and from information that is publicly available. Allegedly, the district is paying drivers for 40 hours per week at the rate of anywhere from $18 an hour and up, plus benefits, plus pension. And in fact, the drivers, many of them reportedly, are working only 30 to 35 hours a week. So why is our public money, whether you be a senior, whether you be a non-public parent, whether you be a public parent, whether you be a resident of Lakewood, why is the Board of Ed paying for drivers 40 hours a week when many of them are not working that? Forget the fact that they're getting almost double what they previously got by working for state-approved vendors, which I go to that question, number two. Many of the vendors who are busing public school children, that is, the non-mandated busing for public school children, is being done by vendors now, whether it be Jay's, Claire, Simintov. They are losing drivers at least one or two a week because the district is hiring them. So we are now creating a situation where, in addition to having drivers getting paid almost double, the vendors, forget the non-public kids, the vendors are losing their drivers to the public school busing company, if you will. And there's no end in sight. We all know there is a state shortage of drivers. So they're not going to magically come out of the woodwork, at least not in the near future. Then there's talk of maybe Durham Bus Company will come back. Maybe STA will come back. These companies have no reason to come back because, once again, there is no stability in Lakewood. You have 3 monitors. You have the head of the monitors. They all come here for meetings. And as of October 9th, there are 4,000 non-public kids, of which approximately half are mandated. There are hundreds upon hundreds of public school kids who are either not getting busing or coming late. Here's another wrinkle. The teachers union, rightly so, the public school teachers union, who has enough to do to teach our kids, is being asked to come in later, change the start time, end the end time, which per contract they don't have to do. Forget all that. Even if the teachers union would agree to change their hours of operation, which they are now being asked to do by the state monitor, by the board, which they don't have to. But even if they would, what's going to happen to all these public school parents who work? That means instead of Johnny going to school at 8:15, the talk now is we'll start school at 9 for him. Well, parents work. Parents have aftercare, before care. We're going to change all this in the middle of the year. So where is the culprit? Whose lack of planning caused this? Well, I would ask anyone, get a copy of the plan, because you have to have a plan, don't you, when you purchase 50 to 60 buses. You have to have a plan when you support this creation of this LSTA, don't you? And when you will see the bottom line is fiscal irresponsibility in a district that pays for no less than 3 monitors to make us fiscally responsible. The time has come for the district to take back the reins. The time has come for those who cause this havoc, both for students, public or not, and fiscal havoc, to go. Thank you. And one more thing. What I understand, what part of the plan when we purchased, we, the taxpayers, them, the monitors and the board, they envisioned using these buses to make it fiscally sound for non-public kids. That's why the start times are different. Yet, the non-public schools have been told, as late as October 5th by Mr. Azara, that the buses that sit idle in the Lakewood Board of Ed bus headquarters, which you will, behind the middle school, cannot and will not be used for non-public children. Let me remind you, non-public parents pay taxes. Non-public kids have an entitlement to get to school. We're not talking the courtesy, but the more than 2,000 approximately mandated kids who don't. And as of October 5th, Mr. Azara has stated, these buses will not be used for non-public children. What is the township doing? The township committee, I have the highest respect for. They came to the plate, even though they didn't have to give about $1.6 million for courtesy busing for public school kids. Well, why are they not demanding that the buses that we're all paying for that sit idle, the drivers who are very good people, who work maybe 30, 35 hours a week but get paid for 40, why are we not saying drive those buses when they're sitting idle for the non-publics? No one knows, but stay tuned, because when the lawsuit is filed, we will all know.